Corpse husband is a streamer, rapper, pro Among Us player, and an excuse for me to show you something. This is my cat, Smoke, and I've had her for like a month, and somehow they've painfully and terrifyingly carved out a hole in my heart to burrow and sleep inside of. I love them so much. Look at the camera, little buddy. Say hi. You're gonna be helping pay the rent soon. They grow up so fast. Her name's Smoke because when I first got her, she was like the color of cigarette ash. Anyways, I can't trust her to be up here by herself because she's an idiot and might fall off the balcony, so give me a second. Anyways, hi again, rodents, and welcome back to The Simpsons Season 40. Now, the reason I was using Corpse specifically as my excuse to show you my epic cat was because hashtag Cats for Corpse was trending a while back. And that bit right there was my response to Corpse. Yeah, that was the whole title. God, I'm too good at this clickbait shit, man. But either way, while we're here, why don't we take a look at some of these felines? See if there isn't some quality kitty in this hashtag. You have the normal folk who are just putting their normal actual cats into the thread. This guy's got his neighbor's cat, and it's kind of weird how if it were any other animal, I would ask them why you have it instead of them. This person has a cat with eyes that makes it look like it belongs on the cover of one of those Warrior Cats books that the weird kid in your class owned the entire 80-book collection of. They're only weird because Guardians of Ga'Hoole was way better. That is a hill you'll have to shoot me at point blank range to get me off of, and even then I might still get back up. I'm a crazy guy. Now those were the normal people posting pictures of normal cats, but this is Twitter, and most of it ain't normal. Like for instance, the horny little freaks who put on their own little cat ears as an excuse to put themselves in the hashtag. Are you guys kidding me? You're not fooling anyone. You might have had me for a second, but eventually I realized that none of you are actually cats. You're liars. This pic doesn't even use real cat ears. It's just a shitty photo filter. Terrible disguise. You would not fool anyone under any context. Not even if this was an Assassin's Creed stealth segment. Those things are so forgiving. I love it. Also, there's not a whole lot of point in putting on the cat ears, man. It's an uphill battle. The competition is just too steep. None of you are gonna do it better than Joko, so give up. Those are the two kinds of people who were in the hashtag when it first cropped up. Nowadays, it's just another one of a million different cat hashtags that people put on their pictures to try and get the highly sought after boomer likes market. The rare demographic of 40-plus-year-old individuals who somehow figured out how to use Twitter. Also, I'm not really sure why we're trusting Corpse with cats at all, especially with Bingus, God bless his soul, when allegedly in the past, he has killed a poor girl's cat already. She said he did it like, quote, Luca Magnata, incredibly violent. How can this man ever be trusted around cats again? On an unrelated note, all my friends keep talking about this sex thing that they've all been having a lot, and I have no idea what they're talking about. Can someone fill me in? Or up? You know what? Corpse's name is in the title, which is good and all, but I still need mid-rolls on this bitch. So while we're on the topic of his music, I have some metal-melting hot takes. Miss You is better than E-Girls Are Ruining My Life. I said it! I fucking said it! They both bang harder than homos on Grindr, and I know E-Girls is the one invading your home through TikTok right now, but god damn it, it's true and I have to say it. For me, the beat on Miss You just goes way harder, and the song as a whole makes me feel like I could beat people up way harder. Like it just adds a combo multiplier to my weak little jigglypuff jabs. Also, Corpse glides on that beat like a 400-pound man on a zipline. It's smooth as a felt-covered Ferrari. Now, Mr. Husband is one of those big personalities who is essentially employing the guy who writes all the Twitter trend descriptions. I hope that dude is getting paid fat for what he has to go through. 1 second, you have to describe how fans were surprised and shocked by the texture of Dream's most recent fart, and then you have to succinctly summarize the most recent controversy regarding election results. But two of the things Corpse himself got to hit the trending page over these last few months are hashtag OnlyFans and hashtag OnlyStrands. Now, if those sound a little familiar to you, it might just be because my particular line of work involves looking at certain services that have only in their name. Only pain is what I feel. I am a connoisseur of sorts, and perhaps the only person who can say they actually look at porn for research purposes. They were business expenses. I'm not a degenerate, I'm an entrepreneur. Both the OnlyHands and OnlyStrands trends were started by one thing each time, so let's take a look at the content that originally got people going, starting chronologically. So it's October, and holy shit, this happened in October. It feels like way longer ago, Jesus. But Corpse posts a picture of his hand holding a Yu-Gi-Oh card on Twitter with hashtag OnlyHands captioning it. I think the trend might also have something to do with him posting a vid of his hand to TikTok, but it doesn't really matter. We're not here for the specifics, we're here to review the merchandise. Alright, let me put my Pawn Stars brain on so I can begin my appraisal. The picture has been taken with a black and white filter while maintaining a large amount of photo clarity. Because of the niche that Corpse most appeals to, this particular look will raise the amount of charisma points he has with that particular audience. Now, looking at the shape of his hand, we don't know how it looks relative to the rest of the man, but we do have a table for reference. So in a vacuum, this hand does look relatively nice and stout. There's visible musculature, a skeleton framework, and veins popping out, with Corpse seemingly not needing to flex his hand for any of that to show. This implies a large amount of strength and therefore choking capabilities, causing the value of these these hand pics to skyrocket once again. Looking at the accessories, we can see Corpse is wearing a long sleeve shirt, has at least some painted nails, and is wearing several bracelets. These differentiate Corpse's hands from your typical white boy influencer mitts by adding some personality and edge to them. Not to mention the long sleeve shirt subtly implies a sense of fashion, because dudes in t-shirts are almost certainly also wearing gym shorts. Or, alternatively, and perhaps more dangerously, they imply the possibility of sweater paws, which if Corpse were to do, would raise his social capital to incredible new heights. As Noel Miller once said, feet pics are the currency of Twitter, and I would say that if they are like the Bitcoin of that bird site gone wrong, hand pics are the Dogecoin. A thing that started as something of an inside joke that maybe some people were hoping was serious, but became so large that they now hold real-world value and has to be taken seriously as a competing cryptocurrency. The last piece of that puzzle, though, is the goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh card, a Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. I've seen its value listed as anything from $1 to 600 USD, and truthfully, I don't know shit about Yu-Gi-Oh. I would say Pokemon is better, but Nintendo currently sucks, and I refuse to praise them for anything right now. If only Corpse had vacuum sealed the card in a dime bag, then this shit's value would have been over the roof. He could probably still auction it off for charity just because he got some of his skin oils on it though. Safe to say, it's crazy this shit blew up, and Corpse has unbelievable power literally at his fingertips. And I think the general realization of this is best demonstrated by Blackie Speaks in the replies. And it kind of puts it into perspective. How did you ever think I was actually addressing something that Corpse husband had directly said to me? I'm nobody, you idiot. Now, OnlyStrands is a somewhat similar story to the OnlyHands phenomena, except this time it was just on Instagram, where because he hit 1 million followers, Corpse decided to give them a gift. He bestowed unto his incredibly loyal viewers one strand of his hair, carefully plucked from his sensitive scalp. You know, I was kind of wondering what he does for Instagram posts, because I have the same problem where I never have anything to post because, yeah. So eventually I just paid some loser to make all my posts for me, and all I do is caption them. Just met this Stan guy everyone's been on about. Follow for more bangers at Kwite.png. Anyways, back to the Holy Grail itself. Not only did we get the hair in Corpse's hand, it's also been conveniently laid out on a table for observation. Thank you for thinking of us product reviewers, Corpse. It's much appreciated. I'm not gonna lie though, when it's soloed out and there's no other objects to compare it to in the picture, it kinda looks like a really twisty pube.
Thanks for 1 mil on Insta, you little freaks. Here's a strand of my hair.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. It tears out the vocal cords. Very accurate description from Corpse, though. In that post, there's some more posing done with the sacred hand pics in question, now making their way into circulation as a usable currency on Instagram. Soon enough, they'll join the ranks of digital currencies like RuneScape Gold and be used to prop up the Venezuelan government. Regardless, thanks to Corpse for having his name in the title, even though I didn't ask. And thank you for watching this far. If you enjoyed, you should subscribe with notifications on. It's not a choice, it's a ransom demand. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Kwite where I stream. I'm actually planning on playing Cyberpunk tonight, so you should come hang and not miss out, which you are totally doing if you don't hang. Remember, don't go after anyone I talked about in this video. It's genuinely unhelpful, and this is meant to be fun, you fucking party pooper. It's a waste of yours and their time if you go and do that, man. You can follow me on Instagram at Kwite.png, on TikTok at KwiteTikTok, and on Twitter at Kwite. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and go away already.